parkour and free running in Vallejo, California. I wasn't born and raised here my whole life. I moved around a bit, Arizona and other states. I just basically got into parkour from a video I saw of Michael Turner.
I started thinking a lot about this parkour thing and where I want to go with my life.
I was just like inspired by what he was doing.
Free running really helped me because it gave me somewhere to turn to.
Basically climbing up these stairs.
It teaches you that determination is so important, ambition, and all these things that help you so much in life. And I've been in 3 motorcycle accidents. 2 of them I should have died.
I just started getting into it.
The reason I didn't get hurt at all was because I knew how to break a fall, I knew how to roll, I knew how to react quickly enough. Free running definitely saved my life twice now.
I've been doing this for 2 years constantly now. I started back when I was 13, 14 years old in high school. When people ask me while I'm training, while I'm practicing or whatever, out having fun, they ask me, what is parkour? What are you doing? It's kind of hard to tell them what it is. So they ask you, show me something, do a trick. And you do your tricks and then they don't really understand that parkour is more than a simple vault or a backflip and free running. It's an art. It's a passion you have doing what you love. Just like people play sports, they play football and they love to play football and it's amazing. To me, parkour is a way to express myself. It's like poetry, it's like music, just more physical and just in an urban environment. My motivation, it might be pretty corny to some people, but I dream of reaching the sky. That's my goal, is to touch the sky. And whenever I do parkour, it's like being a bird. A bird flies through the air and he's free. And there's no restrictions, there's no gravity, there's no other predators in the air. It's just you and freedom. And that's what I feel when I parkour. I leap, I monkey bar off something, I do a Kong, a diving Kong, and while I'm in the air, it's like I'm just floating there. I have no fear of me falling and hitting the ground or injuring myself. Watching the video at such a young age was more than just watching it and being inspired. I was at the mature enough level to know that it's dangerous and I'm gonna have to find a way to learn how to do this. I just practiced at a local playground where I lived by, and for a year's time I just worked my way up from the playground to the elementary school buildings to jumping from baby rails to bigger rails, and I would say now at the point where I'm at now is it's like I go outside and it's like one big jungle. It's like a jungle gym. I go outside and I see a place where I can have the most fun. Buildings are all accessible. No matter what people tell me, if I get caught on a building, I'm respectful enough, I'll get down, but I'll get down in my own way. I'll get down with a vault, a cat leap to another building and slide down a rail or a pole. Sooner or later, you're going to meet other people, and it took me pretty much a year. I just now started jamming with another team, VPAC, and they're a great group of guys. There's some people I'm not comfortable around because I'm a pretty shy person, but for the most part, I like them, and it's a lot of fun training with other people. And when you start to jam with other dresseurs, then the sport itself, the discipline, the art, it's whatever you refer to as. You're just really going to fall in love with it, and then it's going to be more than just practice. You don't think about it as going out to practice or, oh man, just like I go out and practice, get this move down. It's like, you know what, you wake up and you want to go outside and you want to parkour. Tresor was a group, a team, people who do parkour. You see someone doing parkour and another person that does it was going to call you Tresor. They were going to call you a Tresor, and that's pretty much what it means. And that's how I use it too. I use it to describe other people who do parkour. I don't call them, hey, you're a parkour guy. I call them a Tresor because, hey, you're a parkour guy sounds pretty stupid. There's the fear. There's always going to be a fear of you doing a trick, but to overcome that fear, to get the trick done, you have to move out of your comfort zone, and you just have to, one of those days, you just have to go for it. Self-confidence that's a pretty big thing, especially when it comes to free running and doing more of the advanced stunts and tricks you see in parkour. But pretty much there's no real way to build up self-confidence. If you're not confident about a move, you know, it's not always good to go into it. So like if it's a backflip or a front flip, there's gymnastics gyms that you can go to in cities, and you can work your way up there to build your confidence up. When you're going out and you're practicing and people see you and then, you know, they say, whoa, you are crazy, or they start to make fun of you, forget about them. Because I do parkour a lot every day. It's an everyday thing to me. And the benefits from doing it, it's like freedom, it's body awareness, it's strength, it's courage, it's you don't have fears anymore. It changes your attitude and the way you see things. Like, for instance, I used to be like a little devil child when I was a kid, and I started doing parkour, and I just became more at peace. I'm not as angry as I am or as I used to be, and you know, you take up an understanding for other people and what other people do. And so that's like some of the benefits from doing it, is understanding, body awareness, mental and physical strength. It can really change how you see life and how you take on everyday's challenges and live. Mind over body, yeah, it's kind of true, because, you know, a big gap, you know, if you think, hey, I'm not strong enough to jump that, then you're psyching your brain out. You're psyching your brain out. Your brain controls all the body functions. So, you know, if you say you can't do it and your brain is thinking you can't do it, then your muscles aren't going to do it. So as long as you believe that you can do something in parkour, then it's going to happen. Competition is in parkour. That is something that I think, you know, it's not cool. It's not something that should be done, because parkour, it isn't a sport, is the thing. I mean, people may think of it as a sport, but it's not really a sport. It's an art. It's a discipline. I see Ninja Warrior, you know, that's pretty fun. I mean, the people who I see doing Ninja Warrior, I mean, I don't think of it as too much competition, because they look like they're all having fun. They all encourage each other to make it to the final stage. And, you know, it's like one big way to practice and train yourself. And, you know, it's like a jam with other friends on Ninja Warrior.